Right
I'd
on.
come at it a different way, which is in the either or. If you think my job is to replace a human, I agree entirely. But if you think about marketing, marketing's job is to talk to the masses. And if you have tens or hundreds of thousands of visitors coming to your website, and what you're giving them today is a 1,000-page user's manual for your company, that's a bad experience. And the question is, can AI do a better job than that for the buyer? And I think the answer is absolutely yes.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
point.
I couldn't agree with that more. It's bringing content to life. It's having, this is why the conversational side works so well, is that, especially if you have deep, complex products, you have to navigate the whole site and try to find your way. That is atrocious for a buyer, right? So just meet me where I am and have a conversation. And Chris, you're right. I agree with you that you do have to put it on strong guardrails, and out of the box, trying to do it
Mhm.
yourself. Good luck. Like, really hard to do and do well and not hallucinate. Yeah, but I totally agree with that,
I
Kingston.
guess Kingston, I come from, so I built a company called User Testing, which is all about really deeply understanding the user's experience. And so I guess I'm probably a little bit more sensitive to the experience that we deliver.
Mhm.
And so you probably could say like, yes, AI does a better job than just dumping someone onto a website and letting them figure it out on their own. It helps them find information, but I guess I'm sensitive to the quality of the experience. Like if you deliver an experience that's just okay, or a user has to ask AI several times to do something, they're just going to give up. And so, at least from my perspective, the quality of the experience still has to be very, very high.
Yeah. So don't want to dominate here, but I do want to say there's a lot of hype in the AI space right now. And yet, what is the danger is that we are going to miss, we're going to throw out the baby with the bathwater. The AI is solving a lot of really big problems right now. And if we set the bar too high, if we set the expectations so that we're at an AGI level way before we're ready, we're just going to be leaving value on the table. So my feeling is let's keep moving that bar up and move it up aggressively. But where we are right now, I think we're at a place where we're, in our own product, what we're seeing is people are coming in and using an AI on a website and just having, like, I'm getting the answers I actually had to the questions I actually had. That can make a huge positive difference. It doesn't need to be um, uh, a full replacement for the entire sales and marketing team that's behind that. I still think AI is very early in the creativity side of the marketing business, um, but it's very much there in terms of the content delivery side of the business.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I would just to pop in, I'd completely agree. My name's Zach Holland. I'm the founder of a company called Avery AI, where we have what we call the AI marketing manager. So an agent to take care of a lot of the things you use agents for. So on the strategy and content creation side, but then a marketplace of human experts to fill the gaps where the AI can actually match to the right person. So obviously my standpoint is that there's still hundreds of use cases where you still need human expertise, and we will for a lot longer than a lot of companies advertise the idea of like AGI replacing marketing. But I also think marketing is a really big, broad term. When we talk about marketing, yes, AI is better at analyzing a massive amount of information and spitting the right things back already than a human. But under the marketing umbrella, you have creative brand direction, you have media buying, you have all these places where agents are still kind of dropping the ball, and it's definitely rapidly improving. But I think if we're talking about first AI was to replace a task, and then agentic AI is to replace more of a workflow, and then AGI is to replace a role. I think we have a significant amount of time until you can really pull people out of roles that weren't super basic to begin with. Amanda.
Yeah. That's a good. Yeah. Yeah. It does feel like we're still where we're narrowly defining tasks. In order for the technology to really work, at least so far.
Mhm.
But things are changing quickly. Um,
Megan, you're surprisingly silent on this topic. I think you have a strong opinion here.
I mean, I certainly do. I've always been an advocate for sophisticated tech stacks for marketing. I think it's when you understand what's out there and you use it, you have a first mover advantage on it. You will definitely, build more pipeline. You'll attract the buyers you need to go after. You scale your team, certainly in startups and late stage startups, and now in public companies. We have deployed 16 technologies that are AI specific technologies across our marketing functions, and we're continuing to do proof of concepts. And so I would say there's not a function in marketing that can't be using it. And I certainly am hiring people who are comfortable with it. And if you don't embrace it, you really can't stay on the team, I would say. So, and I have a 200-person team, and I don't necessarily want to make that bigger. I want to make it more efficient. I want to compete. So I actually think these tools are amazing in what they're doing already. And I'm fortunate I'm at Samsara, and we're embracing these tools across the company, across engineering and go to market. And we're seeing some great early results. So I think it works. I think it does personalization where we want it. I think it scales. I think that, yes, you have to understand it, and some of it you have to train and you have to learn, but also just create an environment for your team to play with it, because also it's just fun.